That's the number one that you go, oh, I really want to go, but
The weight.
the thing is heavy. When I got back into scuba recreationally, similar to you, when you're saying, okay, I'm going to go back, you said a year ago you got back into scuba, you really do feel the difference in weight when you go back into it. And you also look at the gear and you're saying, wow, a lot of things have changed. Like computers especially made a big deal and a big improvement. There are improvements, but the fundamental issue of scuba is carrying that gear. And it gets to the point that you're like, if I do that and I twist an ankle, how many weeks of family time am I then missing in recovery? How many weeks of work? How does it affect the rest of my life? Considerations that you don't have when you're 20. Almost every time you carry the gear, you're like, can't they come up with something that will be lighter? And they can because, carbon fiber tanks have been around forever. But as I was walking into the water, very similar to how you're showing in your video, I'm like, dude, the only reason that we're carrying this weight is really because the tank itself, the shell, the metal, needs to contain a lot of energy. And I'm like, it would be really nice if I had a tank that would be very light, will float me on the surface when I go in. But then when I'm ready to dive, I just want to take the tank and like make it smaller. I just forget the wing and a BC and whatever. I just want to make the tank smaller. The whole philosophy of scuba kind of unraveled. Um, and you're like, wait, if I can just go without this, all I need to do is to replace the amount of gas that I'm breathing with the amount of water that I can pump into that accumulator. So while not all of it, you know, congealed in my head through the dive, much of it did. It was born from the amount of weight or reducing weight.